Albo's caught, because without Green votes, there is no chance of a Labor government. There's no chance of a Labor opposition. They need their preferences, which is why they pretend to fight with them, but they put them above all other options and most other parties at any election. And for the umpteenth time, the Greens leader is saying up front, vote Labor, get us, and here's the price of us. No new coal, no new gas. Not to mention, don't forget their super business tax, which is, remember everyone, not calculated on profit. They just think you should pay a higher company tax if you have a large turnover. So they don't know the difference between turnover and profit. And these people want to be kind of in charge of Australia should you decide to change the government in the next few weeks. In fact, Adam Bandt, again, is licking his lips at the idea of becoming the not Deputy Prime Minister.
But the only way we're going to get action on coal and gas in this country is putting the Greens in balance of power. The Greens party room is meeting face-to-face for the first time this year, and we've confirmed the approach that we will take. The Greens will kick the Liberals out, get into balance of power, and push the next government to take action on coal and gas, starting with a freeze on all new coal and gas projects.
Albo sensing a small problem. Shh, Adam, don't tell them till after the election. That's what Julia did. Instead, he has to pretend that you believe this. Think of the mushroom theory again, everyone.
I won't be negotiating or doing deals with the Greens after the election. We have our own policies.
Of course. But a simple lesson in maths, Albo, that even you understand, even though despite the fact that you think you can save the federal budget $16 billion but spend $33 billion, and that's apparently responsible, you can't make up the numbers in the lower house without the Greens. Without their preferences, at least 15 members of the current Labor Party wouldn't be in the parliament. So if they don't get an outright majority of 76 seats, which even hardcore Labor people think isn't going to happen, then the Greens end up in charge. If you vote for a fake independent, taking out Liberals in your part of inner city Sydney or Melbourne, you are helping the Greens, not Labor. And of course, you would never vote for the Greens, right? But what everyone misses in this whole Greens-Labor thing is that legislation has to pass through two houses of parliament. Forgive me for sounding like we're doing a school thing here, but why not continue with the theme? Otherwise, I'll have to do the Fonz thing again. In the Senate, they can't pass anything without the Greens. The same way that the government can't pass anything without a couple of the crossbenchers. They need three of them. Lambie will never vote for them. Rex Patrick will never vote for them. So essentially, it's whether you get the thumbs up from Sterling Griff and, of course, One Nation. That's the only way anything can get through because the Greens and Labor will vote against everything. So presumably, if the crossbench and the Liberals vote against everything, because that's what oppositions do, the only way anything will ever get passed through the parliament if Albo is Prime Minister is with the Greens. You are being told up front, this is not 2010. You don't get to say, oh, I didn't realise that that was going to happen. No, it's happened before. They want it to happen again. If you don't want the Greens, then you don't vote for the independents. You don't vote for Labor because they too are there to back the Greens. So there are lots of other options other than the Labor Party, the fake independent or the Greens. They are all better than the three that I just mentioned.